Hey everybody, and welcome back to the SaltyyShow, and welcome back to Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD on the lovely game Total War Attila as the Kingdom of Hungary, episode 11. Hope you guys are doing well today, and if you're ready for this siege and you're ready to get into it, like and subscribe as always. And without further ado, guys, let's get to the campaign map, and or the battle map, and fight out the first siege against Hungary at Sredets.
We shall have victory today, men. By God, I feel it in my water.
I'm not too sure what that last little bit means there about him feeling it in his water, but welcome everybody to the siege at Sredets. Of course, we are not doing the traditional siege that we've seen so far due to our cunning engineers. We have catapults, and we have quite a few catapults. So the objective currently is going to be, we're going to make a hole here, and I am unfortunately going to waste time shooting this, but eventually a hole here as well, and then knock out the towers. That is going to be the campaign that we're going to go for, the siege. We're not going to do a overly bloody sacrifice for no reason. We're going to do a methodical approach, and we're also going to wait on our son Bela to get his army up and ready to go, and bringing in his catapults as well. So quite a large siege, and one that I look forward to showcasing you all. But without further ado, I'm going to make a cut here and get us closer to the action, and I will see you all there. The first of our boys have made it through the breach in the wall, or at least the first breach, to try and get a foothold. Our malicious spearmen are thrown into the fray, engaging the onslaught of the Bulgarian defenders. Now, it is a lot of militia on militia, so they should be fairly close together. And they're going to try and hold the gap for us that we've created here with our first round of catapults, while the, unfortunate lot here, two of our boys didn't even make it up the hill. Thankfully, they were the only casualties, it looks, but while the rest of our army is going to proceed to focus on creating a new gap right here. Well, we are going to start moving our position up and getting closer. But I figured you guys would want to see the first little bit of action that we could have here. We are unfortunately getting some archer fire on us, and most importantly, the big killers of this siege, dogs. Just like they are in most of my videos, dogs are proving to be a deciding factor. It is unfortunate, but the dogs don't just come by themselves. They come with plenty of axes. We're gonna slowly make our way there. I do apologize for the barking. I did finally hear it. But yeah, our advance is not going as we are being pushed back, surely, by the dogs, the horde of dogs. But it is becoming quite an interesting situation. As you can see, just a conglomerate of dogs there. We are doing a little better on this right flank, holding out a little better. But who knows? Yeah, our poor militia don't do too hot. This side fares a little better, but unfortunately those dogs are really proving to be an issue. We are, though, going to continue sending militia forces up into the fray. But thankfully this second wall is about to crumble, so our pride and true forces are preparing for the breach. The siege now is properly underway, everybody. This second breach is about to happen. Our crossbow line of magnificent warriors are shooting over the walls, and despite the militia spearmen's original success, they are literally being chased away by dogs. We are sending some of our very battle-hardened and tested spear sergeants up the ramparts now to engage with the forces and push them back. They are sending forward scouts and mountain warriors trying to engage us. I love that they're falling right there. That's pretty hilarious. but our men will make quick work of these boys. Slaughter them. He's kind of separated. Don't fall. Don't you fall. Somebody help him out. He is really separated, actually. He might die. 'Tis unfortunate. Oh yeah, he died. That sucks. Well, there goes that second breach that I've been talking about. Oh no, the bannerman. He's caught. He's kind of... Oh no, he's going against the most deadly unit of all. A dog. Oh, good job, buddy. Oh, with the banner. With the banner. Bravo. Oh, and then the beautiful missile. Oh, man. That was amazing. The crossbow shots that we're getting here just destroyed their defenses. Look at them run. That's a lot of dead dogs. I do not support this. But either way, we are making breaches there, and our secondary breach here, a lot less action. We're able to slowly make our way in. You can see the catapults and previous crossbow fire doing a lot of existing damage. But we are going to cut off their retreat. There were some units here. We're going to make sure we stop them. Unfortunately, though, the Bulgarian defenders have even more dogs. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Alright, that dog died on impact. Thankfully, though, our spear sergeant's a little stronger. Not impervious, though. Not impervious, especially against the axemen. But we are going to mop up their surrounding, or their few more troops right here. Mop up this area. And as you can see, we still have quite a few. Our artillery is targeting their last watchtower now to try and get some, trying to get a little bit of a clear way. But as you can see, we are going to pressure this side, the center, and we're eventually going to start moving left with our forces here. We have a lot of action underway, but we want to secure these towers. God, that was a bloody battle right there. But back to the action. Our spear sergeants getting some initial impact off from the enemy cavalry, but that's alright. Rebound. Bring it back, boys. A lot of their units can't really stand against us for too long, so we don't have much to worry about. Slaughter them. Don't let them leave. And now, more... Oh, look at that. The beautiful Hungarian shield insignia. Coming in from the rear, we slaughter anything that remains. That is indeed true. So we are securing this left flank quite heavily. The center is quite the open battlefield. It's definitely where they're putting their strongest piece of resistance. The center and the far right flank. Thankfully, though, we do have the numbers, and I believe probably the experience. Their axemen are very deadly, though. Thankfully, they're just really outnumbered, despite having the dog advantage. Meanwhile, moving over our reserve forces quickly to this other side here. It's about the same, except a lot less dogs. Far less dogs. Lots of spear and board action here. And some lovely crossbow shots. The missiles in this... The missiles in Attila really do send it. And I don't know who decided to light that tree on fire, but that's really unfortunate. Oh, wow. Ooh. I'm waiting for the next crossbow volley to come in. The slaughter here. Oh, looks like one unit's pulling out. Trying to feign their retreat. Got a little fight going on here. Our brave boys pulling it through. Oh, there it is. Jesus. A lot of blood is being spilled. Oh, there goes more. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm very surprised that these units really had a lot of good arcing shots in this siege. We are securing this point here as well, as in we are using our Hungarian knights to mop up any units coming back. And a lot of our boys are focused on tearing down this center barricade, just to be able to straight shot all the way to the center. So that's what they're gonna do, while the rest of our forces mop up that right flank we've broken through. All that's left is this center murder alley. We're fighting over broken wagons covered in blood. The streets run red. A lot of death here. Very nice action, honestly. Very nice. We are observing what makes Total War truly unique, and one reason we always keep coming back to it. Battles. We are pushing, we've made a further advance. Our crossbowmen, you can see, are raining death into their lines, which just makes it even harder for them. Oh my god. I love it. I really do. And we are breaking, we've broken through their barricade here. We're braced and ready. I love this shield. Look at that. You're not going to shoot anything in that. We're not going to worry about this left flank too much. There's nothing really to do. This right flank as well. We're just skirmishing their forces here. Their poor levies. Look at that. Look at those banners. Look at the men cheering. Screenshot worthy image right there as we brace for impact, and immediately we get some kills. Slaughter. Oh, yeah. A lot of these men were in spear wall, so you weren't gonna get through. Not to mention, I think at this point the catapults are shooting. Yes, they most definitely are. Oh yeah, there they go. Very nice. I just had, at this point, the catapults were on free fire, so they decided to destroy some of these buildings. We are getting some of our crossbowmen up here as well, and they're going to target this rear line unit fairly soon, I believe. And yeah, you can see us just making our way through, chopping through the last little bit of defenders they had. Oh yeah, it is a utter slaughter. Nothing remains there. We're dealing with some of these forces here. Our crossbowmen are still going to target this poor guy. Are we going to get a shot off before they get in? Oh, we are. Oh god. Oh Jesus, there's nothing left. As we hold the breach that we've made. A desperate final attempt at the defenders. Cheer, lads, cheer. The siege of Sredets is all but over. All that remains. Ooh, wow. Insult to injury there. We just burned quite a few of them alive. And we're shooting them as they run. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, this is no better either. All that remains is good old Philip here as he watches his city fall. And fall it will, everybody. The siege of Sredets is over, and I will see you back on the campaign map, everyone. Welcome back, everybody, after the glorious Battle of Sredets, where we massacred the Bulgarians. Obviously, we heavily outnumbered them, but they put up a decent fight. Not decent enough, though, as we will be. Oh, the big question, do we occupy it alone, or do we loot and occupy? Dealing with that public order is gonna be a problem. But we really kind of need the money, if I recall. Maybe we don't. No, I think we do. I think we do. And just to show them what awaits, let's loot and occupy.
Ready for battle.
and secure Sredets for ourselves. And yes, I was correct. We did kind of need that money. Philip was dead. We gained a couple ranks. And we did that. So, welcome everybody. Ready to go about our business. We can actually upgrade our troops based off something they have in the city, I would presume. Is it the large workshop? It is indeed the large workshop. Well,
Ready for orders.
let's go ahead and spin that cash. Get us a shield crafting and weaponsmith for sure. And they've all got armor upgrades, which is great.
Ready for orders.
Everybody except the militia upgrade as well. Very nice. So we've secured our first town. We can... Let's go ahead and for dismantling, yes. Dismantle it all.
We hunger for battle.
Andras the Impaler. What a good name for a king. Sheesh. He is 70 though. I don't think he's going to be king for much longer, but Bela will soon take over. He is 41 now.
At your
Sheesh.
command.
Alrighty. The first city is ours. Tarnovo does have a small garrison in it. I don't think it's one that could make a threat to our cities though, and we just dealt with one of their major armies in the area. Now, Poland is still a threat. We do have a large army though up here in the north countering them, and I think it's the best thing we're gonna do. Now, I would like to get... We can trade with the Latin Empire.
In the name of the state.
If they'll take it. Alright, they accept it this time. Sweden.
As always,
no. Alright. I think we're at end turn. I'm going to take a phone call real quick. Everybody, I did go ahead and end the turn, and I had to take a phone call. That is going to get that out of the way right now. That is the only reason I cut out the end turn there, as I did get some commenters or some viewers saying that they prefer the end turns in there. And I do think it kind of leads to a good flow of conversation. But obviously, let me know if that changes. Like up comments that suggest other ideas. Just always give me your feedback. I promise I appreciate it. So we are getting raiding in Panoia, which is from, yeah. That's from Poland. That's not good. We did get a Catholic chapel. Very nice in Alexandria. We definitely needed that. The Latin Empire, I think they're going for a crusade. All the demolish happened. Leos Gata had a new kid, which is great. And we got a couple people that are loyal. Lovely. We'll always take that. So, only a couple things I did off camera as I made peace with Lithuania.
Assist you.
I'd like to go spy on some of these though, just in case. I made peace with Lithuania, and I made trade with the Ostelboom League. I made peace or trade with them, so we're gonna let that flow in. Kind of just making trade with partners that we can establish. We are also at war with Verona. We do need to remember that, but fingers crossed. Perhaps we can piece them out. Honestly,
My salutation.
no, not Austria.
Speak your terms.
It does appear we
Words of
could.
Plentiful haste. Other business calls this day.
They don't accept it though. That's fine. That is fine for now. Poland.
Speak your speak.
Yeah, Poland is going to be an issue, I think, throughout our campaign until we can spare the manpower to deal with them.
How can I serve you?
All right.
I am a champion of the Lord.
Let's not do that just yet. I'd much rather... Alrighty. So Sredets, how are we looking here? Density is pretty high. Your manpower, though, is only 30,000. That's not a lot. Let's compare that to Belgrade. That's more than Belgrade by a lot, actually. What about our capital? What's our capital looking like? 27, okay. It could do fairly well. But it is in the center. Let's take a look at that real quick. So if we make it a center, what could we do? It's going to affect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 regions at max. If we make Skopje, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So same 6, just a different level, I guess, per se. Okay. I'm thinking for now we're good to convert it. Well, I'll tell you what, actually, we're heavily Orthodox in this region, aren't we? Yes, we are. I'm thinking of making it a donated fief that's going to get sanitation, public order, research, and Catholicism. Make sure we dismantle that. Go ahead and dismantle that. Just go for dismantling all of them. Serbia looks like they're going to try to make a ploy for Skopje. Do we want to give them Skopje? We could give them Skopje or Jukul, and that would allow them to spread to Empress, perhaps. I'm not against that. It really just depends if they can take it, you know. That would allow us to push Tarnovo.
Ready for orders.
Let's actually go ahead and do that. Swap you out for a full stack spearman.
Ready for orders.
And let us move.
Ready for battle.
Go ahead and garrison that.
Ready for orders.
Oh, you guys can't do anything. That's unfortunate.
On the move. On the move.
Keep an eye out on them. We're not going to do anything too crazy. I think we'll take it. Assassinate him next turn, hopefully, and call it a day there and secure their capital. Meanwhile, we have a lot of cash in the bank. I do think we're going to keep it for now. And I might look towards... I think I need to build up Splint just a little bit and make sure we're doing okay. And we are, of course, continually sending our spy there, or our priest down to Alexandria. All of you are tier 1. I think we're good to keep it like that. Positive 9 public order. Religious differences are doing great. That's pretty good. I think we're doing it we're in a really good spot, and I'm gonna go ahead and end the turn. Yeah, I want to hold on to the money, because I'm pretty I mean, really, I'm really worried about Poland, and I want to be able to recruit a force quickly if we need to. Sorry,
Our
buddy.
wares have
Okay,
merits
so-
which would appeal to your people, and trade enriches all.
Oh,
What say
gosh.
you?
I say I don't know, really. They're not being bordered anymore by Flanders or England, so maybe they'll survive. I accept. It secures one of our borders, and we really need that. Bulgaria didn't do anything because they have no power to do so. Which is great. A lovely situation to be in, honestly. Ooh. How's everybody enjoying the campaign, or the new update so far? Leave your comments below. Are you playing anything new, testing out any new units? I know quite a few factions a couple factions got a facelift, and Hungary was one of them. Unfortunately, we cannot continue our campaign in the new update, but pretty cool. No guy Horde and Teutonic Order at war. That is one thing I noticed. The Teutons have spread rather far. They own quite a few populations. So there's a food shortage there. Yeah, we expected that one. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and get a food building going. Get some fields. We're going to spend a lot of our money here. So we are raking in roughly 200 importing. Oh, that's fine. We don't care about that. Wealth from all buildings. Okay. Even though it's a -3 and a -5 right now. Not sure why. Catholicism is on the rise. That's fine. Let's go ahead. If we're going to make it a donated fief, we could probably get another Catholic chapel as well. And then maybe sort out sanitation. Now, after that, your guess is as good as mine. We are bountiful here, so we could get some fields. And then I do think a city square would be in order.
Commander.
Very nice. So Serbia didn't take Skopje. Alright, listen, you get one chance, Serbia. 53. Yeah, you get... You know what? Never mind. That is a gold mine. We're taking Skopje. Instability, religious differences. We probably need to put a governor here, honestly. Unfortunately, I think that might be the only way we do this. Establishing a governor. Ooh. What region is that? Western Moeo, or Moseo. There we go. Didn't have to recruit a new guy, that's awesome. And let's go for religious tolerance, cut that in half.
Ready for battle. At your command.
Alrighty, so they've recruited 2 armies. It doesn't really matter. Try to kill their general. That is unfortunate. He failed.
How can I serve you?
But that's okay. He's actually set himself up for greater loss.
For God himself.
I do think we should be safe to auto-resolve this siege, honestly.
None will escape.
Ooh, maybe not. Maybe not. The only thing is, though, their garrison, I bet money, yeah, no.
Besieging the
So it looks like we're gonna have 2 battles in today's episode. I really want to take Skopje. That cash would be great.
Ready for battle.
That would landlock Serbia, though. That is a crucial thing to note. Landlocking Serb, and plus public order here is not doing hot. So we'll wait. We'll wait. Give them the benefit of the doubt. They're gonna fortify in Veszprem.
Commander. Get to it, men.
How about we move our forces here? We could upgrade you. I think I'm gonna want to upgrade the capital. 60 food? We've got 40. But it would be nice to get that. Hungarian knights and royal warriors. Our capital is sitting at a pretty good population, and it would give a better garrison. I would assume, anyways, it'd give a better garrison. Let's find out. Because there goes all our money. And I do think
My sword is yours.
they're going to recruit. So yeah, we're going to lay siege to Tarnovo. We're going to kill their reinforcing armies, hopefully, and then just lay siege to the city. And let's end the Bulgarian existence, everybody. Let's get into it. Welcome, everybody, to the siege of Tarnovo. The Bulgarian capital will be ours by the end of today. But without first and foremost, we have some reinforcements to kill. Unfortunately, we don't get to target the main bunch as they come in from over here. But unlucky for, I believe his name is Savo. Unlucky for him, he's on our side, and we're not going to let him get to the gates. So we're going to deal with that. I will preface this battle as well, saying that afterwards, I talk about the autosave and missing the battle. Originally, I accidentally exited the battle before saving the replay, so I thought I messed up. So go ahead and disregard that, as you guys are getting the action that you want to see, where it is a replay of the battle, so that we can get all these really good glory shots in there. Speaking of glory, the head of this general is the first step towards victory. And we are going to move on in and try to fight them. Getting some good charges off immediately as our troops slowly surround the poor general. Make quick work of his house guard. I really enjoy the fact that some of our troops have maces and swords. That's a lovely little detail. Yeah. The general did not stand a chance. We're gonna make sure nothing of his remains. Except the horses. The horses can run free. Go live your days. Hopefully one day somebody can take off that saddle for you, but go on, have fun. And we're gonna slaughter them, and we are going to resume the battle once our catapults make quick work of the breach here that we are waiting to happen. Ooh, that was very nice. Welcome back, everybody. So we've made a breach in the wall. They are trying to plug the gap a little bit here, but we are going to start slaughtering their forces as we go about, making our way in here and dealing with them wholeheartedly, giving them a good shot, a good pecking or two with our crossbows. But we are going to need to be very cautious, as our crossbows are a bit of a friendly fire magnet that we do need to be careful about. We are moving our Moldavian warriors though in here. Slow and steady and shield wall. Look at these fine mustaches. Very nice. Very fine. Oh, hi buddy. Do you have a blanket? Talking about brutal warfare and blood. And my dog brings in a blanket because he's excited. If you don't know, fun fact, dogs are, I've never seen this with other dogs, so maybe it's just a golden retriever thing, but they get what they're called love surges, where they're so excited to see you that they have to have something in their mouth. They pick up the nearest items that they know they can, like blankets, stuffed animals, things that they call, their toys. It's hilariously cute, and it's adorable. Good boy. Back to the action. We have gone through the breach. I've gone ahead and turned our crossbowmen to make sure they're not firing anymore. Hopefully, you know, to curb the friendly fire that did kind of happen here. Our second wave is in position, and we are now focusing. The animations were really good. Obviously, they're very easy. They're set pieces, but so cool. So cool. But we are trying to get into the gates here. Unfortunately, they are opening and closing, so that does delay our troops a good bit. Some of our men get stuck inside. I don't know what that was, if you heard that. But they are getting stuck inside and kind of separated, but we are making our way through. Slowly but surely. And unfortunately, their general, or the governor, I'm not sure which one it is extremely upset that we're trying to get into his city, and he is leading the defense on his horse against the multitude of spearmen that we have. Say what you will, this man's not going to go down as a coward. Maybe stupid, but not a coward. Unfortunately, you can see we are getting some archer fire on our boys here. It's not too much, though. And unfortunately, with only 2 catapults, we could have had potentially 2 breaches had we not destroyed the towers, but I figured the towers were far more important than getting 1 breach, because we can always, like we're doing here, we can always destroy the gates. And it doesn't really matter necessarily. Our troops are pushing through, and we're slipping in. And you can see the somebody was given a lot of money. Probably not, actually. Somebody was paid minimum wage to make these animations. Some poor animator. But we're making good work of the enemies, even without the full unit here. Unfortunately, some of our troops are kind of getting cut down because they don't have the full unit cohesion going on. But it's not enough to where it's drastically hurting our boys as we destroy the gates good and proper. As you can see, it's opening once again. Thankfully, no boiling oil. That would have been a different story, but they do have some nasty javelin units. A lot of mountain scouts were in this army, and they do a lot of good hurting. That's for sure. We are over the gap though now, fighting in the mix of it. Their general is still kicking about for now. The Tsar bodyguard holding strong. Not too strong, though. They can't do much against spearmen. If I had to pick, I would like to be maybe right here. Oh, indeed they are. So we've got our second point of access. Our forces are able to properly get in there now, and they're going to start funneling through quickly, slaughtering these levy troops and these mountain scouts. Yeah, you can see the blood coming around from everybody dying. Very nice. Ooh, off with his head. And since we have... Wow, that was a cool little jump animation. I don't know if y'all saw that. We're going to get our cavalry in here, too, to try to target the archers that are sort of hammering our forces in the back. Unfortunately, it is kind of there's quite a few bodies in their way. Thankfully, though, we're going to slowly but surely push them out of our way. A little bit gamey here, but, I mean, we have the mass. We might as well use it. And these archers, they see what's coming for them. They're like, oh shit, we need to get out of here. But they've blocked themselves off too, so not much they can do. And our troops are going to break free. And here comes the cavalry, off to slaughter them. Now they do have a lot of forces, and oh, you can see it out of the corner of the screen. You can see what's coming. A horrible sight. Oh, it's even funnier on the ground. I was terrified when I saw this. Dogs. A shit ton of dogs are coming for us. Oh, it's actually insane. Thank God we're dealing with the faction that has the dogs first, I guess. Thankfully, though, they pass our infantry blob and they go for our cavalry. And I don't know if this is actually, I don't know if there's actually a modifier that I can't see, but the cavalry make a lot better work against the dogs. They do a lot better job. I'm assuming there is maybe a modifier where they can kick and they kill a lot more units on impact. They do kill quite a few of our cavalry, but I think we do a lot better compared to what our infantry would. I mean, they really do hit us hard, but not hard enough. There are quite a few here as well. When I saw the dogs coming, I did pull out the general as well. He was in the fray for about five seconds before I was like, nope, we're not going to lose. The King of Hungary is not going to die to a war dog. That is not in today's agenda. But we are breaking them. The dogs' handlers are now on their way. The lovely axemen that they escort around. And they're going to get thrown into the fray as well. Now, we can't see our numbers, but our troops are taking a sizable chunk of damage. It is not a decisive victory. We've lost over 400 men already. Now, they've lost over 1,000 at this point, but still, though, it is there. We don't have as many reinforcements as they do, and we're the attackers. We're the ones that have to make the gains. So, we're really throwing our lot in behind everything that we have left, including our cavalry. Even our general is going to have to continue getting involved, using his ability, which is something I don't really worry about a lot. He's going to have to get in the fray because we're just running out. And one thing we are going to do here that is very unique, and I love it in Total War, is we're going to get our crossbowmen up on the walls and use the walls to the defenders' demise. That's a good word to use, I think. I was looking for the right word to use, but we're going to position our crossbowmen up along these walls so that we can start shooting down at the enemy. Our general is going to try and stand on the sidelines and look pretty, because I don't want to lose him. Meanwhile, I'm fighting my own dog, if you can't tell. But we are going to surround their troops. I mean, they have some coming, but they are thankfully running out of infantry. And a lovely little charge from our general, just to make sure that those guys that were routing don't come back. One thing, though, getting in Attila, and I believe it's probably a problem in every Total War game, it's a little buggy to get your troops on the wall where you need them. But once you do, they can really rain down some death on the enemy. I will say, though, they have some desperate spearmen in here, and they're going to hold till the very end. Unfortunately. Slaughtering them where we can. Yeah, see, that looks like a desperate spearman right there walking back into the fight. But we did get that second tower over here. We did send some troops here. And we're going to get them on the walls as well. The crossbowmen have sat outside this battle for the most part, so it's time for them to do their job as well. Because we're running quite low on troops. Yeah, actually a quite fearful amount of troops were starting to waver, and I was like, we do not need a mass rout. That is a bad idea. That is a very bad idea. Yes. We have finally, though, broken through the gap. Most of our melee forces are destroyed. They do have some here, but thankfully the large chunk of troops is dealt with. And we're going to start peeling away forces. Meanwhile, our crossbowmen, they're not going to do the best job at it, but they are going to do a okay job at shooting down these mountain scouts. I will say, though, I would watch out. I see that was a good volley right there. And they're gonna run, which makes them even worse. But they are gonna retaliate. This would be. I would not stay here, that's for sure. This would be deadly. I do hope everybody's enjoying the solar eclipse if you get to see it today in the United States. I forgot that I'm recording it this Monday, so I don't know if I'll get to, probably not. It's supposed to be happening in like 15 minutes, so it'll be very interesting if I do get to see it. But if you do, let me know. This should be like shooting monkeys in a barrel, but you are kind of exposed, so I can't understand maybe the concern here, especially when it comes to javelins. We are thankfully going to get most of our forces, though, around this corner. Slaughtering them here. We just need to break their last bit of infantry, and all they have left really are skirmishers. And we should be able to make swift work of them. Yeah, routing them there. Getting some good shots here. This poor unit is taking quite a few. Some of our crossbowmen having to fight in a melee. And at this point, it was a horrible misclick that I had to where I'm going to have to, yeah, here it is. I had to reposition them. So that unit's going to take a lot more casualties than I need to. But we've broken through with our cavalry, and it's going to be quite the... now it really is a chicken shoot as we're slaughtering them. These mountain scouts are no match for our general, our king, or the Hungarian knights that follow him. And at that point, the last general, the one that's stationed to guard the palace, or the temple, has decided that, you know what, he wants to not die. But it doesn't matter. Death awaits him. And that is the end, everybody, and I will see you on the campaign map. Well, I'm glad I record battles when I play them because I accidentally did not save that replay. That So, oh wait, there's an autosave. There's an autosave, I think, hopefully. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see. But we are going to get right into it. Let me know in the comments below which one I figure out, guys. But that is the capital of Tarnovo. It is ours. We will be just occupying it, I think. I don't want to keep our armies too bogged down in the east. Our Imperium has given rise. Eastern Moravia is secured. Go ahead and just destroy everything. Very lovely. Good job. Good job. That was a costly siege, but Bulgaria in the east is no more. We've secured the Danube on both sides. All that remains is Skopje and Drakum, or Drakium. I'm not actually sure how you say that, but we are suffering public order differences or problems in every building, difficulty, religious characters, and political situation. How interesting. I wonder what is causing that. We're getting plenty of growth. Oh god, that fucking empower local rulers is not something I want to give them. It would really not make a lot of sense because we're getting some good benefits from that 20% wealth from commerce. Yeah, nah, we can't do that. Perhaps though we could position. No, military presence is needed really everywhere. Religious differences, orthodoxy, that's because Catholicism is not spreading here like it should. We don't actually have a oh wow, okay. Now Belgrade though is a pretty sizable population. Not really any bigger than any of the others, but we are gonna end the turn and reap the rewards. There's actually earned quite a few things there, and yes, we killed Sava, Balin, and Nikola. Their kingdom crumbles. I do want to make sure Bela here has the best, like, ooh, not that, so much better. And a decorated sword, that extra influence is great. 20 armor. That extra 2 integrity is not really important. We can ignore integrity. I'd much rather get... fine. We'll keep it for now. I mean, really, integrity is not needed, though. Our men are devoted, and I have a feeling they're going to stay devoted. Catholicism is on the drop. It's on the down low here, too. That is not good. Manpower's doing pretty strong there. They would donate fief there. So, let's go ahead and end the turn. Unfortunately, Serbia might get the drop on Skopje, which is, it is what it is. Oh, I should really check to see if that autosave is there. For those of you inclined to know how I record, normally what happens when I fight a battle is I will fight it, record a backup save during the battle. Far less focused on commentary, but it's there just in case. But afterwards, I will record the campaign. But usually when I do something like this where I'll end the turn, once we're done, I will go back and record the recording. Or the autosave. So, I am going to quickly do that as winter sets in and our troops need a rather well-deserved break as we've secured 2 new regions and we do get to push on Skopje hopefully very, very soon. Good for everybody, the replay was there and things have been saved. I was very worried that that was not going to be the case, but thankfully we are moving on. And also I did get time to actually look at the solar eclipse. Looks pretty cool. Don't be stupid. I hope you weren't stupid if you did and you didn't look at it directly with your own eyes, but fairly cool. I got a lot of cool little pictures and very excited. But without further ado, we are going to continue on our mission here. We do have some new trespassers. Another Polish army. That is not good. I have a feeling... yeah, we have an illegitimate birth and a noble birth. Lots of construction, though, and regional raiding. Yeah, that's not good. But Let's check out our family tree real quick. Bubby, could you please use a toy that's not as squeaky? But let's see where that illegitimate birth was. It looks like it might have... Well, no, she's an older one. Let's see. I don't... Ah, Balas. Come on, man. He is 19, so go figure, I guess. You don't give him a wife, he's gonna have illegitimate children, especially in this age. We can't do anything with her, our bastard daughter yet, or one of the bastard daughters. Yes. Can't do anything just yet, but hopefully we will. Statesman Elmer. That's fine. Alright. So moving on. Let's continue dismantling all of that and definitely get rid of that. Let's go see what the Latin Empire is up to. No garrisons. Skopje still is open. Unfortunately, instability is a big old issue here because we sacked it, which is just not good. They're outraged. 2 more turns and we get a Catholic chapel, and a donated fief is 3 turns away. Thankfully, Tarnovo is going to be a little different. Religious instability is still going to pose a problem, but fingers crossed we should be able to stabilize the region a lot quicker. I do think the north is going to take our attention sooner rather than later, but we're going to have to just play it by ear. We do have the income. Perhaps we could upgrade something, but I'm not entirely sure if we want to just yet. I really need to probably work on what I want to put here in Splint. Public order is sitting at a neutral. Taxes, difficulty, characters, religious differences, and political situation. We're doing really good. We do have a muster field, which is fine by me. That's great. 95 food. We don't... 20 food from fishing in adjacent provinces. What does that mean? What does that mean, actually? Either way, it doesn't matter. I do want to convert this, actually, to a trading dock. We have 2 sanitation. Let's see. Do we have enough? 2 squalor, 2 public order. I'll be very surprised if they ever do come out with an actual navy. That'd be rather interesting. But we're going to go ahead and get this trading dock here. And with that... we might have to get... Now, we do have a Catholic prior here that's going to continue to increase sanitation. That is important to note. Let's take a look here. Our wealth. We're getting... maritime commerce is going to be a little bit worse off, but we're getting local commerce, agriculture, industry, and maritime. So we're getting all of it, really. So we could get the gibbet. That's going to take some food. We are going to lose a good bit of it. We don't actually have fields just yet. Duly noted. Actually, all our food is coming from that fishery for the most part, except the winery. Yeah, never mind. We're getting a good bit from the winery, so... I don't... Oh, man, the gibbet's corruption is really nice, but it's just not... We are at 12%, but is it really what we want? Like, we could get the paper maker and get a lot of money from culture, public order, religious influence. That'd be great. A library would help with research and culture. I don't think we need a tavern. That's probably the worst one we could get. A baker's going to give sanitation, public order, agriculture, and husbandry. A brick maker would do construction reduction, maintenance costs. There's no maintenance issues here. Fairgrounds, squalor, public order, religious, lots of wealth. I mean, I'll tell you what, I think what we're going to do is get the paper. It's either paper maker or the baker. I'm thinking, actually, let's get the baker due to that, and what we might do is move this further down the line of things that we need and just make Splint a a economic center. Considering Zagreb definitely could handle the manpower. I mean, not as nicely, but in a pinch, Zagreb could definitely take it if we needed it to. So I'm not super worried about that. We do have one over here as well. Now, public order is a growing concern here. Manpower is in the floor. We have a military order priory. I'm thinking we need to convert this as well. Probably just get a Catholic priory. I'm thinking that's definitely the way to go. We don't need a military order here anymore. It's just not worth it. And meanwhile, over here, you're bountiful, so we could get public orders also dropping here. That's not perfect, but we have the sanitation. A wheat field's going to grant 120. A sheep herd is going to give us 300 and, okay, 70. It's going to give us 85. Very little money, honestly. And the cattle herd's going to go, so sheep herd, definitely. It's going to give us the best of both worlds right there, I think. Very nice. And that is all our money. And let's try to get one more intern in there. Because that's the only downside about playing on Iron Man / Legendary is if you don't save, or if you don't do an intern, it usually won't save your progress. So if I reload this for next episode, it's all gone and I have to redo it again. And I want to avoid that. But nothing of note. No, good. I think we've pretty much crippled Bulgaria for the most part. I mean, they have 2 settlements left, but I haven't seen any pushback. That could change. We could see something, but thankfully our new territory is defended.
An offer of peace from us should not be spurned.
Alright, we'll take it. Well, they're not too willing to do it, so I will definitely save it for sure. Meanwhile, alright. Venice and Antioch, that's fine. We negotiate peace. Font of gambling, that sucks. A house, I'll have to get that later. Winston is literally pushing me away from my desk. And alright, so nothing of big note that we need to handle right away, everybody. That is going to be the end of today's episode. So if you enjoy the siege of Sredets and Tarnovo, pushing Bulgaria out of what is classically known as Thrace, but Western and Eastern Moesia? Like and subscribe, as always. And really, if you want to see another hour-long special, keep hitting that like goal, guys. 10 likes an episode means more hour-long specials. I'm having a blast. I hope you guys are too. And I can't wait to see you all in the next episode. But as always, I've been your host, Salty, along with my co-host, Winston, who's biting my fingers right now. And I will catch you all in the next episode. Peace out, everybody.